Hello, loved viewers from around the world, and welcome to The Tube. We got a super tight show for you tonight, and that's our lineup. Buzzfeed Names CelebGate Suspect, the Middle East laughs at ISIS, the Israeli connection to Samsung's VR headset, Internet Slowdown Day is coming, turning tennis data into music, IKEA Parodies Apple Commercials, The Social Watch, and more. Let's start. Okay, we are all wondering who is the criminal that published stolen photos of famous women in what has become known as CelebGate, and now we may have a name. BuzzFeed has named Brian Hamad as the major suspect in the developing investigation. Hamad previously denied being the original leaker to both BuzzFeed and the Daily Mail, claiming he only intended to make some money from the already leaked photos. His brother, Andrew Hamad, has also spoken to BuzzFeed to deny Brian's involvement, adding that his brother hasn't been contacted by any law enforcement officials. Right now, my brother won't turn on his phone because so many people are finding his number, Hamad told Warzone. If he turns it on, it's just like a massacre. Is it him? Isn't it him? We'll keep you updated. As militants of the Islamic State group continue their brutal offensive in Syria and Iraq, some have taken the whole different front line to attack the radicals. The web. In recent weeks, dozens of humorous campaigns ridiculing the extremist militant have emerged on Twitter and Facebook. While some blast such humor as insensitive and inappropriate, others defend satire as a way to push back the Islamic State's intimidation tactics. Palestinian satire TV show Watan ala Watar produced a sketch mocking the Islamic State fighters as ridiculous hypocrites. The clip also takes aim at the group's regional politics, suggesting they are harming the whole region except for Israel. It's been making rounds in the last couple of weeks on the web. Here is a segment from it.
غطينا ابو حذيفه. انت شو بتسوي؟ غطينا من ورا ظهري، بتغطي في راسي. نقص ايش مسكسوكه؟ كم حرف الف بصحيح البخاري؟
انا عطخ
على طول تفضل يلا.
يفرم.
وكل اطفي الموتور ولف. من وين انت؟
انا من الاردن.
الاردن؟
انا من الاردن.
انت اردني؟
اردني
اردني ولا اردني؟
اردني يا زلمه اردني.
ايه شو اسمك؟
خوخه.
الله احرق حريش وبخاف دمه. اردني وخوخه. قول صقر،
قول منجد،
قول حوت، قول دس الديناصور.
خوخه اسمي خوخه.
هات اللاوي اشوف.
Yes. Okay, let's move on. Yesterday was Worldwide Samsung Day as the Korean tech giant launched an impressive set of new gadgets. Samsung unveiled their new Galaxy Note 4 and smartwatch Gear S, alongside with something we here at the Tube find much more interesting, a virtual reality headset, as Samsung looks beyond the traditional handset to fend off competition. Samsung Gear VR, built in cooperation with Oculus Rift, uses the new Galaxy Note as a screen housed inside plastic enclosures containing two lenses, creating a full VR headset, which means virtual reality for everyone. One of the companies who worked close with Samsung on the announcement is Israeli game developer Sidekick, who produced one of the first games for the Samsung Gear VR. With us in the studio is Elad Drori from the Sidekick to show us around the device and its games. Good evening.
Hey Jason, what's up?
I'm fine. So how did you find yourself working with Samsung on a virtual reality game?
Well, Sidekick has a long tradition, we can call it. We have a good track record when it comes to working with tech companies like PrimeSense when they were developing the technology that later became the Kinect. Then we worked with Microsoft on Kinect, Intel. All of these companies have known that they can turn to us when they need to showcase the new abilities of their technologies. And so it was a natural connection between us and Oculus directly. Mm-hmm. And then through their partnership with Samsung, they introduced us to Samsung. Yeah.
That's a lovely story. So, and why? So tell me about the connection itself. What's different with working with Samsung?
Well, I mean, the connection has been very close. They've been very helpful. You know, we've given them feedback. You know, they've asked certain things of us. Of the dozens, maybe hundreds at this point, people developing for Oculus, we were selected as the 20 that will be at that show at the IFA to showcase our game. They didn't just show games, they also showed, you know, cinema sort of apps and stuff like that, everything for this device. And yeah, it's been a pleasure to work with them.
So let's talk about the device itself. Show me.
Okay, this is the developer kit, so the new one doesn't quite look like this. If you've seen the pictures, it's much sleeker, but what you do is, in both of them, you just
Can you lift it up
turn
just a
on...
bit? Yes, okay.
Yeah, you turn on the device, you plug it in over here, put it in the bracket, and then I'll put it on. You want to try it on?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I won't hear you since you moved there, so I'll talk.
That's okay, you can talk.
You say that's not, you just put your phone in it. Okay, thank you very much. Okay.
So you can put that on you.
Okay.
And then if you look around, you'll find yourself in an alien world, sort of a fantasy world. You're defending a wall against the Martian invaders. And then, exactly, you have a touchpad on the side, which you can use to select things.
Okay.
Yeah. What are you seeing in front of you? Right?
At the time, is it different to develop a virtual reality game?
It's very different. It's very different because unlike a regular game, everything has to be inside the world. It's fascinating to design for it because essentially you don't have anything, you know, regular games, you have stuff stuck on screen, numbers and stuff like that. In this, we want a fully immersive experience.
Yes.
And we want people to be inside the world. So everything is visually communicated in the world. You know, the enemies are coming in via the spaceships, your health is communicated visually with the wall breaking.
You're in a different world.
You're in a
with
completely
your
different
phone.
world.
You put your phone in and you're in a different world.
Exactly.
360, you're there. That's
Exactly.
amazing. So basically, in the very near future, everybody can sit in their homes and be in their own gaming world.
Exactly. I mean, for us at Sidekick, this is the future. This is what we believe, you know, will bring VR to the masses, like you said. And
When?
Well, you know, the release is soon. I don't know if I can speak to the exact release date because that's up to Samsung to decide, but it's going to be in the coming months, definitely. And yeah, and it's going to connect with the Note 4 at start, maybe some other phones. Right now you're seeing that on a Galaxy S6. Not sure if that's going to be for anyone other than developers, but...
How do you think it's going to change gaming?
Well, I think it's going to change gaming for the better because, like I said, it kind of forces you in a good way to implement a lot of the best practices that you'd have even in a normal game. You really want to immerse the player in the experience. And so for me as a designer, that's perfect. You know, we really want to bring people into the game, into the experience, and just have them, you know, disconnect from the world.
You know, we've seen virtual reality fail in the past. Do you think this is the real thing?
I think it is the real thing. I think the resolutions are getting to where they need to be to feel realistic. The processing power, as you saw, there's a lot of enemies on screen, a lot of things going on. Yeah, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that back.
No problem.
We're done here. And so everything is there. I mean, you saw it right now, and
it's a bit of a lonely experience, though. No?
Well, I mean, you know, technically multiplayer is an option, as it is with every game. But yes, you are sort of in your own world. You may be able to interact with other avatars, but you can't interact with the world. What you can do, though, and that's what's beautiful with the phone going in there, is as you can see, the front-facing camera, or rather the back camera on the phone, can actually output the image. And so if we went to the Oculus Home menu, you'd be able to actually see the camera's view on the side there, and you'll be able to see where you're going and what's going on around you while you're in that world as well. So the phone lets you do that.
Yeah, I won't drive with it, though.
No, not...
Let's talk price. Is there any an estimated price?
Well, you know, there's no estimated price that I can say.
Priceless.
Definitely, though, you know, much cheaper than the current experience, which requires you to have either an expensive console or a PC in addition to a smart headset. In this, the beauty of it is essentially it's mostly, you know, it's the lenses and the bracket, and then the phone is the brains behind it. So if you have the phone, the headset itself should be relatively cheap.
Got it. Well, sounds perfect. Thank you very much for developing and for coming to talk
Thank you.
with us. Let's move on in our non-virtual reality world. Okay, we need to protect net neutrality, and we are going to do it with a song on our toilet. A new song about the dangers of net neutrality is really driving home the point that our rights will be flushed down, well, the toilet. The clip is by ThinkModo, the same viral marketing firm that created the telekinetic coffee shop prank. Remember that one? Well, now they've turned their attention from promoting horror movies to net neutrality with a stop-motion video for the anti-net neutrality song, Don't Flush Our Rights Down the Toilet. Let's, well, watch it together.
FCC, don't take away our net neutrality. The internet was made for you and me. We need it for communication. The YouTube and the Facebook nation. For sharing selfies night and day. Hey, 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 don't flush our rights away. Don't make the people pay. Wall Street shouldn't have a say. It's not gonna be okay.
Sorry, toilets embarrass me. Okay, an internet slowdown day is being planned next week to show what certain sites might look like forever, well, buffering. The FCC's deadline for comments on the issue of net neutrality is September 15th. So go to the FCC website and tell them exactly what you think of their plan. It's bad. You think it's bad. Got it? Good. Apple got a lot of parodies over the years, especially for their iPhone ads that have Johnny Ive sitting with a blank background and talking about how beautiful the product he designed is. Now we have a new player in the Apple parody game, IKEA. In their new ad for their catalog, IKEA goes full Apple with introducing a new and high-tech booklet that has unlimited battery time and will change everything. Here is their very funny ad.
You know, once in a while, something comes along that changes the way we live. A device so simple and intuitive, using it feels almost familiar. Introducing the 2015 IKEA catalog. It's not a digital book or an e-book. It's a book. The first thing to note is no cables, not even a power cable. The 2015 IKEA catalog comes fully charged and the battery life is eternal. The interface is 7.5 by 8 inches, but can expand to 15 by 8 inches. The navigation is based on tactile touch technology that you can actually feel. Content comes pre-installed via 328 high-definition pages of inspiring home furnishing ideas. To start browsing, simply touch and drag. Right to left to move forwards, left to right to move backwards.
It's funny. Thank you, Jordan, for the book. And now, love R. Kelly, love comments? Well, this is for you. Trapped in the Comments is a parody song by game designer Teddy Diffenbach that spoofs the Trapped in the Closet series songs by R. Kelly. It's fun.
And Eco Lover 12 says Hyperlight Drifter rules. And I'm thinking, man, my job is pretty freaking cool. Wait, scroll down. Here's one written by Ground Pound. He says, is this it? This game is total shit. We don't need another sword game. Samurai gun is better anyway. Shit, shit, shit. Now I'm gonna comment. And now I'm in this dark place, and I'm feeling in a panic. Why Kotaku readers can't appreciate my core mechanics. So I type up, hey ground pound, please think a little bit. Samurai gun rocks, but my game is really different. He says it looks like N64. I say N64 is cool. He's like, retro games are lame. I'm like, dude, you're being a fool.
Yeah, sorry, this video is especially funny if you know R. Kelly's songs of him singing in the closet, but you all know YouTube and it's about YouTube comments. We'll put the whole thing on our Tumblr anyway, because it's funny and lovely, which reminds me that this is the end of this show, but we do have a Tumblr account. It's called the Tube24, and we have a Twitter account. It's also called the Tube24. We'll be back on Monday. Join us throughout the weekend for the Tube Best of Weekend edition. And always remember, you have to die a few times before you can really live. That's Charles Bukowski. Goodbye. Enjoy your weekend.